starting with my first drawer. I'm gonna be starting here. I have this container that I purchased in the container store. I have mascaras and my concealers. As I mentioned in one of my prior videos, this is my favorite mascara of all time. And I have concealers over here. Next to my container, I have some eyebrow stuff. So I have eyebrow gel. So over here I have some eyebrow stuff. I have my tweezers, some eyebrow pencils, eyebrow gel, some little scissors, eyebrow powder, which this is what I mainly use to do my eyebrows. Have a little sample that I got at Sephora of Benefit, the Gimme Brow. And some, this is a MAC powder, eyebrow powder duo, similar to the Anastasia one. And then over here I have sponges. I have a beauty blender, and this is the Real Techniques one. I have my eyelash curler over here, and then here I have MAC Prep and Prime highlighters. And on this side I have a small little container, which I did purchase in the container store as well, and I have like lip scrubs. I have here another, I have a sample of another lip scrub. I have lip balms, more lip balms. Here I have some, this is a lip primer from Too Faced. I have a lip primer from MAC. I have a little smaller lipstick from Too Faced that I got in a holiday kit that I purchased. Some NARS lipsticks. These are L'Oreal lipsticks I got a while back ago, and some Bite cosmetic lipsticks down there. So that's what I have in this container. And going towards the middle of the cabinet, I have my foundations. I was loving this Smashbox. As you can see, it's almost done. So I don't think I'll be purchasing it just because it's not giving me the coverage I want now. So this was by far my favorite one before. So I have my Smashbox, my NARS, which is my favorite one right now. I have Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus, which is a very good foundation too. I have my MAC Pro Longwear Waterproof, my MAC Studio Fix, my Maybelline Fit Me, which is a very good, but I recommend this one for anybody that wants to like buy any drugstore foundation. I really like that one. I have the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, which is another good one. Here I have a Benefit BB cream, and on this side I have my powders. This is a sample of, well, this is a sample of MAC's Lightful, which is like a tinted moisturizer. This is the Maybelline Fit Me powder, which is a really good powder. I just started using it to set my my foundation. I have my Studio Fix MAC powder. Here I have a MAC Next to Nothing powder. Down here I have Urban Decay's Naked Skin, which is a ultra definition powder foundation. It's similar to MAC's Studio Fix because it's a more coverage powder. This one I can't use right now just because I need like a tan, so whenever I get a little darker I could use that one because that one's really nice. I like that one too. And over here I have a foundation, Pro Longwear foundation. I have a little sample of Tarte's towards Smooth Operator, which is a finishing powder. Here I have a MAC BB cream over here, and on this section I have my face primers, which I have a lot of samples, which I like to sample a lot before I do purchase like a bigger one. So I have Smashbox Photo Finish. This is a MAC Prep and Prime Essential Oil Stick. It's really good for priming too. This is a really good primer too. I really like this one. This is Cover FX Illuminating Primer. And by far, this is my favorite face primer right now, which is Too Faced Hangover RX. This is one of my favorite primers just because it's very hydrating, and it also makes my makeup last all day as well. And just more sample primers. I have Tarte. I have I have Benefit Professional, and I have some from, this is Bare Minerals. So yeah, so these are just right here. I just have some face primers, and then this is what I use, which is some really good stuff. Laura Mercier's Secret Brightening Powder. I love to use this to set my under eye concealer, and it is amazing. I am in love with this stuff. It doesn't allow my concealer to crease, and even with drugstore, because I use this concealer, which is the Maybelline Fit Me, and then I use this, and with when I do set my concealer with this powder, it just doesn't let it crease at all. So this stuff is really good stuff. I highly recommend this, and it's a little bit pricier, I'm not gonna lie, but it's so worth the money. So yeah, that's it for my first cabinet. My second cabinet, the second drawer, what I really have is just a bunch of single eyeshadows. I really don't go towards single eyeshadows anymore. I really like to use palettes, but sometimes I'll just, you know, go over the single shadows and try to use them. I have to start using them now that I organized everything. So towards this side I have a lot of ColourPop. Here I have some glitter eyeliners. These are from NYX, and I have this one from Sephora. These are little, this is a glitter glue from Too Faced. This is a little sample I got, I think, Coastal Scents. This is a Coastal Scents eyeshadow sample that they gave me. Over here I have my MAC Pro Longwear, which this Painterly one I use a lot to prime my eyes. I have Soft Ochre. I have this Sigma eye primer as well, which I like too. I don't know if they still sell these, but this is I had it a long time ago. I know they came out with some new ones which are like in a stick form, which I really want to try, but I have this one, which I really like that one, so I have to. And then over here I have just a whole bunch of MAC single eyeshadows, which I kind of want to depot and put into a palette. I'm going to try to see when I could purchase a Z palette and try to depot most of these smaller shadows over here. And then more towards, have some Urban Decay shadows, another glitter eyeliner from Sephora. I have some glitters that I use for the eyes, which is from Violet Voss. Have one from Too Faced. Have some over here. These are some Stila eyeshadows. This is a very pretty one. I have another Stila eyeshadow. Some Sephora shadows over here. I know the lighting over there, can't really tell too much, but let me see. Okay, better. So over here I have some Sephora eyeshadows, Bobbi Brown. I have some Maybelline. I don't know if these still exist, but these are some Maybelline color tattoos, which are very nice to go under your eyeshadow. And I have these 3 little guys over here, which are eyeshadow sticks. 2 from MAC and 1 from Smashbox, which I hardly use. Okay. So yeah, so that's really it. And I have this little single guy over here, which is a 5-in-1, which I never used this actually. I was given to this. I did work in Macy's at Impulse, so that's how I got that Smashbox. And then I got this as a gratis too, which is like a primer. This I know you could use as a primer under your eyeshadow. And then I have a lot of pigments over here. I have MAC pigments. I have one from, well, I have a lot of samples too. I have some NYX ones. I have a, let me see, I have a lot of samples here. I have one from Inglot, which this is a very pretty color. I have some, these are some colored paint pots from MAC. And I have some Milani eyeshadows, one NYX one. So yeah, so that is it for my second drawer. And then coming to my third drawer. Okay, so this drawer is all my eyeshadow palettes. I have here some Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. Over here I have Urban Decay, have my Naked 3, which I love. Down the Naked 3 is the bottom one. I have the original Naked palette and then the Naked 2 Basics, which the Naked 2 Basics I actually use a lot because it's a very neutral palette. I have my Lorac Pro, another Lorac palette, which were my favorite ones before, which they're really good palettes. I love these. And I have an IT Cosmetics palette. This is a Hello Kitty palette, which came out for Sephora. I believe it was like 2 years ago. I was obsessed with Hello Kitty, so I had to have this palette. And surprisingly, the colors are very pigmented. I would open it, but I only have one hand to work with. So yeah, so here are the colors. They're very pretty, fun colors to work with, and they're very pigmented, so I really like this palette. So that is that. I have Too Faced. This was last year's one of the holiday collections that came out, and it came out with a really pretty agenda, which I'll show you later on because I have it stored in another cabinet. And so here it's like a highlighter, blush, and bronzer, and then the eyeshadows, which I haven't used this palette, which I probably will be doing some looks with this because I haven't even used it. I think I got this this collection, well, this palette, just because of the packaging. I'm a sucker for packaging, and I need to stop because when the packaging is really pretty, I don't tend to use it. So I need to stop with that. And this is another one from Too Faced that came out like 2 years ago for holiday. I love the holiday palettes that Too Faced comes out with. So here it has, hold on, I dirtied my finger. Okay, so here it has a bronzer. I believe this is like a highlighter and 2 blushes. It comes with these little small brushes that in there, and the eyeshadows. I think I only use this like once or twice, so I want to be using this more often now. Now since I have my channel, I really want to do some looks with older palettes I do have. So here, what I have here, next to it is 2 smaller MAC palettes. These were collections. This is another collection that came out, I think it was last year. The Juicy I forgot the name of the collection, but yeah. These are the colors. I really love this blue color here. So that is that. Have some YSL small palettes here. A lot of these MAC palettes that I hardly even wear. I need to start using these more. Over here are my Anastasia ones from years ago. And this is a Sigma small. This was a sample I got when I ordered something from Sigma. This is a Maybelline Eye Studio small shadow palette. And here I have some eye pigments. These are some eye pigments I got, like, I believe it was 2 years ago, or I think it was like 2 years ago that this came out. These are eye pigments. This is a palette that came out that same year. I have not used this. This is like brand new. I did post this in my Poshmark, so if any of you have Poshmark or want to download the app, I am selling this. I have a few things that I'm selling of makeup as well as wardrobe through the app, so I'm not going to be using this, so I posted that on there. So if you guys are interested, you can head to my Poshmark. I will link down below in the description box so you guys could check it out. And here I have more pigments. I'm a sucker for pigments. So this was from a holiday collection. This was like a year ago. And these are so pretty. I have not used them. I think I probably used it like once. These are very pretty. I have my Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette here. This is another pigments from MAC. I have other pigments from MAC here, which very pretty colors. Comes with one glitter, and the other ones are pigments. And I love this packaging. It's just so pretty. And then over here I have some Wet n Wild's eyeshadow palettes. Have my Urban Decay palette here. My that's the electric palette. These are some eyeshadows I got that they gave me when I worked at MAC. Like, we got gratis sometimes. This is my Urban Decay Vice palette. Have the Vice 2 palette over here too, and that's an old Too Faced eyeshadow palette that I got years ago. And then in the bottom, all the way in the bottom of that, it's a BH. I don't think you could see it very well, but it's a BH Cosmetics eyeshadow palette, which I think it was probably one of my first. It was probably one of my first palettes I did get when I was starting to get into makeup. So yeah, so this is it for my third drawer. Let me try to put everything. So this is it for my third drawer. Okay, so going to my fourth drawer, what I have are basically makeup and things that I use for clients. I do have my bag, so my makeup kit. So I do have my makeup bag, which here I just keep some of my some of the things that I do use when I do have any makeup to go do. I have some disposable mascara ones, have some primer, face primers. I have my Beauty So Clean spray, which is a must-have if you are a freelancer. This is a disinfectant for every type of makeup that you use. Some moisturizers. This I had bought recently is the RCMA, the original no color powder. I haven't tried this on me, but I heard great things on it. And yeah, so I'll be having a makeup very soon for prom, so I'm gonna be trying this on my client. And yeah, and I heard that doesn't give any, like, it looks really great on photos as well, so it doesn't give that flashback. So, and I have some powders here. I had bought this container not so long ago, and I actually did my own makeup, my own lipstick palette, which I had a whole bunch of lipsticks, and I just took them out of the container, the lipstick container, and I just put them all in here. So I thought that was a good idea because I really didn't have like really good shades for my kit, so I decided to do that. This is another lipstick palette that I have. I have my foundation palettes. This is my Sigma brush case that I like to store my brushes in when I do go do makeup. And here I just have some concealers in there. I have some makeup sponges, some eyebrow stuff, and yeah, so it's just basically some essentials that I use for when I go do makeup. And on the last drawer here, I just have a lot of cosmetic bags. Just a whole bunch of cosmetic bags here, just some sponges. These are some little towels, like paper towels, that are super cute. I haven't even used them, but they're super cute that I'll see when I use them. I have some tissue, and that's basically it for that drawer. And then coming to the first drawer to the left, what I have are just a whole bunch of lip glosses. What I want to do later on is purchase like a lip gloss container, like either a container or like an organizer, like an acrylic organizer for lip glosses. But for now, they're just going to be in this drawer. So I have a whole bunch of MAC glosses. I have some lipsticks here. I have Tarte gloss, some little samples that I got at Sephora. This is a sample I got at Sephora for Buxom. This is a Smashbox gloss. These are some of my NYX glosses. These are super cute lip balms from the Hello Kitty collection that came out, like I said, like 2 years ago for Sephora. And they're super pigmented. They're glosses, and they smell so amazing. They smell like apple. So that's like a red, a pink, and like a nude. So yeah, here I have some Too Faced lipsticks. This is a Revlon Urban Decay Bobbi Brown. This is one of my liquid lipsticks from Anastasia, which I don't like corals, which I don't know why I ever bought this because I really don't like how I look on corals. I think corals are so beautiful on some people, but on me, I don't know. I don't like how it looks on me. So here I have these. They actually plump up your lips. I know some people have seen these, and I used to use them. I haven't used them anymore. But I have those. I have this little holiday kit that came out from MAC, which comes with like, hold on. So this comes with like 4 different lip glosses, and they're super pretty colors. I think I only use like one, but I'm gonna start using them more and do some tutorials with a lot of the glosses that I have. So these are so pretty, and I love the packaging it comes. So that is it. So that is it for this drawer. On this drawer, what I have are I have some headbands that I use when I'm trying to get my hair out the way when I do my makeup. Some hand sanitizers, which I use a lot. So these are just backups. I have, in these bags are just hair extensions, which I don't use anymore because my hair has grown so much since I've been pregnant. Which either way, when my hair grows really fast. So once I started taking prenatal pills, when I did get pregnant, my hair grew like extremely fast. So now I don't even use those. And so they're just there for now. And these are just backups and stuff that I'm still waiting on using. These are all new stuff. This is one of the new products from MAC. It's the charcoal water, the charged water charcoal spray, which I do have one. This is just a backup. I have one that I've been using, and you use it before your skincare and it leaves your face feeling so hydrated. So I really like that. This is just a face mask, one of their newer face masks, the Reset and Revive. It's not, okay, here we go. So it's the Reset and Revive Charcoal Mask. I haven't used this yet, but I will be using it soon because I'm trying to like waste my other mask that I do have. These are just samples that I got. Sigma brush cleaning liquid. And these are more samples I got. This is what a face wash that I got with my points at Sephora. This is just a backup. Most of these are just backups that I have. And these I'm just waiting to use. Haven't really used them. They're like a cream color base. I use them under like my highlighters, or I use them alone if I just want like more of a subtle highlight. These are just concealer, liquid highlighter backups, and yeah, so that's all I have in this drawer. On this third drawer, what I have are my blushes and I have my blushes and my highlighting palettes and highlighters. So the palettes, I like using palettes more. I tend to go more for the palettes. This is a Bobbi Brown highlighting palette that I have. This is a Tarte holiday edition that came a few years back. And it's so pretty. I think one of my favorite blushes are from Tarte because they're so pigmented and they last so long. So, and then these are just MAC palettes that I customize myself. And then back here I have my Anastasia contour kit, my Kat Von D contour kit, and some Anastasia highlighting palettes that I own. And then the rest are just single blushes and highlighters. I have MAC ones, some Tarte ones, Hoola bronzer. This is really, really nice bronzer. I love this bronzer, especially for my skin tone. And just the rest are, these Becca highlighters are the bomb. I love Becca highlighters. They are so pretty. I would open them, but there's one of them, I don't know which one it is, that's broken. So I don't even want to open it and have a mess. And yeah, and then back here is just Urban Decay Naked palette. No, not Naked palette. Yeah. Urban Decay Naked Flush palette. It comes with, this one's also, I dropped it and kind of broke a little bit, so I don't want to open it. It has a highlighter, blush, and bronzer shade in it. So that's it for that drawer. So going on to the fourth drawer, I have some eyelashes that I use. I do have these lashes here, which I use for my clients, and then the other ones I do are my own lashes. This is a holiday edition palette that came out for Too Faced when, like, a few years back. I was in love with the packaging, so I had to like purchase it. Like, holiday kits really get to me. So, but these are super, super cute. They're 3 little palettes, and they each have like a blush. It's a really pretty blush with 6 shadows in it, and they smell amazing. That's another one. And then that one, which these are just so cute. And I believe this is like a bronzer with those 6 shades. And then just look how cute this is. Like, I used to have this on my vanity just displayed because it was so cute. But it's like a little cafe shop, and this is the top for it. That's why I had to get it, because I thought it was the cutest thing. So yeah, so that is that. I have over here some finishing and setting sprays that I use. Urban Decay ones are the bomb. They're like by far the best ones I've ever used. And then the MAC ones, I really like it like when I do feel extra dry, like at the end of my makeup, I really spray my face with that, and it hydrates my skin, and that it makes your makeup just look like skin and not like if you have just tons of makeup on. And then over here I just have little, right there I have little samples of body shimmer, and this is a Victoria's Secret body shimmer. I have two. This was from years back, and this is so pretty when you have it on your body. And then I have here my airbrush cleaner, and then these are just Proactive things that I used to use Proactive, so but I don't anymore. I'm gonna see who I could give it away to, because that doesn't work anymore for me. And plus I haven't been breaking out after I had the baby, which is a great thing. So yeah, so that's that for that drawer. And then for the last drawer, I just have some brushes. I have a whole bunch of brushes there. This is just stuff I'm gonna give away. This is what I was talking about that came with one of the palettes. Let me try to get this open. So it's just like an agenda that came with that 2018, well, it was a holiday edition kit that came with the palette for Too Faced, and it's so cute. I really want to use this agenda. I'm just throwing that there for now. Some Victoria's Secret brushes that I just have stored there, and these are just over here are just a whole bunch of palettes that I received when I was going to makeup school. Those were my first palettes I used when I was freelancing, until I started buying little by little palettes that I liked. So this is, I'm gonna be probably giving it away, or probably selling it on Poshmark. So again, if you guys have Poshmark, go check out the stuff that I am selling, because I do have some makeup stuff there, and I'll be probably posting more makeup stuff that I just want to give away or, you know, sell. So yeah, so that is it for the last drawer. And I probably didn't mention, but these are the Alex drawers from IKEA, which I'm sure a lot of you have seen them on a lot of people. You know, this is a very, let me get a better shot at it. There you go. So I got these two drawers in IKEA, and since I don't have much space in my room, this was just like the perfect size that I was able to get. And then the tabletop, I also purchased it at IKEA, and it's more of the smaller one. And then up here I do have my MAC lipsticks, which are the ones I usually do wear most of the time. And I have these containers, these acrylic lipstick holders that I did buy at the Container Store, which I want to get rid of, because I kind of want to like have more space in my vanity. So one day I just want to get rid of those acrylic lipstick holders and just get like a lipstick tower. So we'll see when that happens. And in here I just have all my lip liners for all my lipsticks. And this container, I also got it at, I got this at the Container Store as well. So here I just have this little organizer that I think I did get like in TJmaxx, I think it was. Here I just have some lipsticks that just doesn't fit anymore here. So I have these lipsticks. These are Gerard Cosmetics, MAC. This is my one and only NARS lipstick I have, and it's super beat up because this lipstick got ran over by my friend's car. It got ran over by my friend's car, and luckily it survived. That's why it looks so like beat up. And I was so sad when I thought I had lost it, because this is my only NARS one, and I'm not really one to like purchase such an expensive lipstick, but I had heard such great things about these, and these are super hydrating. Like, they're just so pretty. Let me try to, like, I can't even open it, like twist it like by itself, because obviously it's not working right, but it's like a really pretty nude. So with one hand I can't really do anything with it, but yeah, my poor lipstick. Luckily it survived. So that is that. I have more lipsticks here. I have some eyeliners and eye primers. These came in the Lorac palettes. This one's a Smashbox 24-hour eye primer, and then these are just a whole bunch of liners that I use. And then here I just have lipsticks. These are my MAC ones. These are my Anastasia Beverly Hills ones. I have this Too Faced one, Dose of Colors, some liquid lipsticks of MAC. I have Line Crime, some Gerard Cosmetics glosses, and just more glosses back there. So, and then over here I have some liquid liners, some pencil liners. These are more of what I tend to use on a daily basis. This is what you guys see me use on my videos. And yeah, so these are just liners. And this little container I did get at the Container Store also. And then over here I have my brush cleanser, my Mario Badescu skincare facial spray, which I love. I love this stuff. And my Fix Plus. I have a little Hello Kitty plushie. I was obsessed with Hello Kitty, and I still like her. I'm more obsessed with Minnie Mouse. I'm like a little girl at heart, but yeah. And I have my little mirror. Have my candle, which you guys, if you guys haven't picked up this candle, let's see if I could get a better image, because my lighting's not that great right now. This one, the Fresh Cut Lilacs. This smells amazing. Like, I love this smell. This is probably one of my favorite smells besides the stress relief one. So I love this. I always like to have like a candle on while I'm doing my makeup, or just hanging out in my room. So this little cute little lamp is like a French bulldog. I got it at Target, and I got this little Life is Better in pink little sign that I got at Hobby Lobby, because my favorite color is pink. And then my makeup brushes. These are just my daily makeup brushes that I like to use most of the time, so I just like to keep them up here. Yes, I need to deep clean them because I've just been too lazy. I'm not really on top of my stuff, but yeah, these are how I store my makeup brushes. And these little containers I got from Sigma, these were given for free with a minimum purchase of, I don't remember how much it was. And I love these to store or travel, especially when you're gonna be traveling. These are great to put your brushes in. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this little vanity tour. It's a pretty small one because I don't have much space in my room. So yeah, so if you guys have any questions of anything that I do have, I will try to link everything in the description box, or just mention everything where I did get it. And so yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did like this little mini vanity tour slash makeup collection. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. So I will see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.